Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about the benefits of furry friends. Now, I got a few requests to see my cat Boo Boo a little bit more prominently featured in one of my videos since he was wandering around behind me a couple weeks ago. So here he is. Is that the cutest face ever? Look at his little Charlie Chaplin mustache. I just adore him so much. And I want to talk to you about how a pet can benefit you, because there are actual health and mental benefits to it. So it actually can lower your blood pressure, just improve your health and longevity in general, relieve depression. And in seniors, they actually have fewer doctor's appointments and they need fewer meds. Isn't that fascinating? So, growing up, I didn't have a real pet because my mom was allergic to fur. And I just need to breathe for a minute. Had to get him in here and sit down and settle myself and all that, and I'm glad that he's just kind of relaxing. So I didn't have a real pet growing up. But in the early 90s, I'd lived alone for a while, and I thought, I'm kind of lonely, I want a pet. So my first cat's name was Lucky, and she needed a home, and I needed a little friend, so we were brought together. And she was with me for 14 years, through a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. I went through periods of depression and anxiety and just had kind of a hard time here and there. Had difficulty where I was living, different places. And what's interesting is she developed asthma. And our pets will respond to what's going on with us, sometimes in their health. Because whenever I was having a rougher time, her asthma would flare up, and I felt really bad about that. But she was just always there for me, and I just adored her. She was more like a dog. She would follow me around. If I was sitting, she had to be sitting on my lap, or she had to be laying on me. And she actually used to do this thing that cracked me up. She would hide behind corners and wait for me to walk by, and she'd jump out like kitty version of Boo. So that used to crack me up so much. So I had her for a really long time. And then my life finally got to a point where everything was really good. Everything was pretty settled. I was happy where I was living. Work was good. I was back with Brad, and our relationship was very newly established and committed. And then she kind of left me really abruptly. And that's something that pets will do too, because they're there for a reason a lot of times. And I think she felt like my job is done. And her kidneys failed, and it was such a difficult decision to figure out what to do. But after talking to a couple of people, actually crying hysterically to a couple of people, like, what do I do? I decided the best thing was to put her to sleep. I didn't want her to be in pain. I wanted her to be comfortable, and being at the vet stuck full of needles was not going to be comfortable. Speaking of which, you don't look comfortable. Are you comfortable, Boo Boo? Oh, he went down. Can you just stay here for the rest of the video? Just stay here, because everybody wants to see your cute face. So anyway, so she left pretty abruptly when she knew that things in my life were going well. And I had such a hard time with the decision, and what really sucks, it was right around my birthday. And my husband was taking me to Palm Springs for my birthday, so we went a day early just to get out of town. But I was still kind of shell-shocked, like, oh my God, did I do the right things? I mean, this all happened in less than 24 hours. So like, she was fine, and then boom, she's gone. And so I'm just in shock. And I'm, oh, come on, stay here. And so while we were there, I was thinking, Lucky, just give me a sign. Let me know that you're okay. Let me know that you're not mad at me. That you're okay with my decision. And we were driving down the main street there, Palm Canyon Drive. And I looked up at this apartment building. And on over this one balcony, someone had spray painted Lucky. And I thought, okay, there's my sign. She's okay. She let me know. And I felt a lot better. And she's always making her presence now. Whenever I see Lucky on anything, or Madonna's Lucky Star comes on the radio, I know that's her going, hi Mama, I'm okay. So she's still a part of my life, but I went for 3 years without a pet before I got another one. And we actually have another cat named Lovey. She would never let me hold her like this. She's like my irritated teenage daughter, like, stop it, Mom. But he lets me hold him so much. So we got her 3 years later, and she's more like my mom's cat. She follows her around, she sleeps on her head, and miraculously, Mom's not allergic anymore, thank God. So, so then a few years after that, 5 years actually, I thought, you know what, I want her to have a friend. So we got him just a little over a year ago, and they finally are friends now. But love him so much. So if you're able to have a pet, I would highly recommend considering it. And I know a lot of people don't really want to take that risk of falling in love with an animal and then dealing with the pain of losing it. Because I remember my dad used to say to me, well, that cat lucky better die before I do, which he died before she did, which is good. But he knew it would be horrible for him to deal with her death. So, you know, it is painful, but you know what? You're never going to experience this kind of unconditional love anywhere else. I mean, look at this. Look how he's letting me hold him. He's like, all right. I just adore him so much. And you know what the great thing is? Even though when they pass away, your heart is broken, totally broken into a million pieces, and you feel like you'll never recover from it. The great thing is there are so many animals out there that need homes. There will always be animals out there that need homes. And it's not like you're replacing one, you're just having a long line of animals that you're giving love to. And they have so much love that they want to give to you. You know, they just want a home, and they just want people and a place to call their own. So I would think about it, because I could never go without having a pet again, because look at this. Look at this. I can't get enough of him. I adore him so much. So think about it. He's getting restless now. But anyway, I better wrap it up because he's getting restless. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Share it with your family and friends. Like it on Facebook. And if you need a little bit of help with anything going on in your life, if you're having trouble making your goals and dreams happen, go over to my website and see what I have available to help you there, tannamarshall.com. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. And if you already have a furry friend, go enjoy them and love them and appreciate them. And if you don't, think about it. Maybe go visit a shelter and you might just fall in love. All right, here we go. All right, have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.